Time now for the big crowd pleasers, Pro Stock. The closest thing to a stock street car, but nothing like it when you get under that engine hood. 500 cubic inches of power, maybe 900 horses or so. And we will see Carlton Phillips in the black Chevy Camaro, the number 6 qualifier out of Vienna, Virginia. He'll be meeting Ed Dixon in the near lane, and they're away.
Phillips is out first. Look at Dixon carry the wheels. This could be anyone's race. Phillips starts pulling ahead now as they hit high gear. Carlton Phillips.
And we're used to seeing close racing in Pro Stock, and we sure got it. Carlton Phillips, the winner. Great time, great top speed. Next quarterfinal matchup will be Tim Nabors, the number 4 qualifier out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. He'll meet Bob Olson, the number 5 qualifier out of Elgin, Illinois.
Bob Olson, one of the match race kings. He's in partnership with Gary Stewart. And Tim Nabors, a regular on the IHRA trail. Plenty tough. Nabors is out, and Olson right beside him. It looks like Nabors in the far lane with a slight lead. Nabors pulls 4th gear, and yes.
Looks like Tim Nabors very narrowly at 7.44 seconds. With a narrow victory over Bob Olson. We'll take another look.
We'll take a look at this. I want you to notice the ETs on this, Bob. They both have identical 7.44, and they both ran exactly 189 mile an hour. And as we get to the finish line, you'll be able to see why. Look at that.
About 2 feet, the entire gap there for Tim Nabors. Our next quarterfinal matchup will be Jerry Haas out of St. Louis, Illinois, the number 2 qualifier, facing this man, Jim Ruth, the number 10 qualifier. He beat number 7, Terry Adams, in the first round, so this should be another good race.
Ruth red-lighted, I believe. Ruth leads very early in the pure Pontiac car, and I think he's turned on the red light. However, Haas motors by him anyway with a terrific 747. Watch now. You see Ruth's front end, and there's the foul light on the Christmas tree, indicating an automatic win for Jerry Haas. But look at the top-end charge by Haas. He beat Ruth anyway.
And he knows that car. He builds Pro Stock racers, does Jerry Haas. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that as the day goes on. Now, earlier, first round action. Defending IHRA champion Ricky Smith and a Thunderbird in the right lane, facing Roy Hill in the left lane. And watch this one, folks.
This is a real upset. Roy Hill noses out Ricky Smith. You can hardly tell who won. Roy Hill with a 7.32, 188 mile an hour. That gentleman is in this race, and he is to be dealt with.
Well, after facing one Motorcraft Ford Thunderbird, Roy Hill, you see him there in his T-Bird, will face this man, the winningest drag racer in history, Bob Glidden out of Whiteland, Indiana.
Hill must feel like the deck stacked against him. First Smith, then Glidden. What's he going to do? Glidden, out of shape, has to shut it down. Glidden had tire problem off the starting line. Roy Hill has upset both Motorcraft Thunderbirds. This is incredible.
So Roy Hill, a neighbor and friend of the Petty family, a guy who's won a race or 2 out of North Carolina. Roy Hill says he got into drag racing so he wouldn't have to go into stock car racing and race his buddy, the Petties.
There you see Glidden getting just a little bit crooked off of the starting line. Roy Hill stays on it, turns a 7.37, 189 mile an hour. Brett Kepner talks to Roy Hill.
Well, getting out of the car, a man with a job to do who is getting it done. Standing next to car builder Jerry Haas, Roy Hill, what a job. Like I said, you came here with a job to do, you're getting it done. Getting past Ricky Smith first round, Bob Glidden second round, you may be on your way to a repeat here.
I'm just real lucky right now. Anytime you beat that man over there, you've done something. We was at ATCO here the other day, and we wasn't quite this lucky, and I'm just thankful to be here.
The most incredible thing about this is we're only in the second round of eliminations now, and we've already gone through the kind of action we usually see in the semifinal and final rounds, and you've still got 2 rounds to go, but you're hot.
Right now, let's just hope it holds out, buddy.
Boy, hot's not the word for it. Having knocked out the event sponsors 2 namesake cars, Roy Hill will meet Tim Nabors in 1 Pro Stock semi. Look for Jerry Haas against Carlton Phillips in the other.